All right, Mark, I'm going to use round one to make my pointers. First thing is, like, we got to work on those kicks. That was a naked kick, so we got to set them up with movement, set them up with some hands, and we got to set them up in a way that they actually mean something. We don't want Ali, or anybody for that matter. Ali's just a guy who showed a good example of being able to take the kick and still walk forward. We don't want people walking forward after such a dangerous attack. So that means one or two things. It's not as strong as it's, looking, or you could do a better setting it up. Then we want to talk about, like, Ali even gets off more kicks than you in this early part. We don't want a shorter guy getting off more kicks than you. He does a good job of moving forward. When you catch that kick right there, I got a little bit of concern, because you go ham right here. You're heavily dependent on that big power. But let's look at your diversity in terms of your hand strikes. Your 1-2 is big money, but you don't have it in your hook. You don't have that power in your hook. You don't have that power in your uppercut. You don't have that power yet in your body shots. So those are the punches you need to work on. That straight cross is always going to be there. And then you got to get better with your targeting system. You just chase the head a lot, and that allows Ali to be able to change level and duck into you. And you do a great job of getting your frame. That's something you've been doing from day one. But again, you got to learn to deal with this pressure, because that pressure is what makes you tired. And there you go again, working for the big 1-2. And the reason I say you also need some diversity is because when you chase the head like that, look at your body language. You're consistently upright and you're standing in the same position. And so that's why Ali's able to get some shots off, because your head's not moving. And the best way to make your head move is not to separate it from your strikes, but to actually have better diversity, because those attacks will put you on different angles. And so you see here, he's able to get some shots off and even duck into the takedown. But again, you do what you do on the cage. I like the knees here. They really worked out for you. Get more technical with those so that they are a level of danger that really hurt your opponents going forward. If you got a good long frame, like I said, you do a really good job against the cage work. You just need to add it into that diversity I was talking about, and put it behind your longer shots, because you don't want to turn this into a thing where you're starting to hang on and you see how Ali's pressuring you and you're starting to get tired just a little bit. Anytime you see an opponent with as much power as you have starting to move backwards a lot, it's a strong indicator that you might be getting tired. And you saw that lazy kick. That's why I want you to work on your kicks. Find some kicks that mean something. And again, just watching round one, which is consistent throughout the entire round, you really were not diversifying your targets and the tools that you attack with. And that's why even in the third round, he had you pretty much pinned up against the cage and eventually got a little bit of a takedown. So we got to work on that. But those were the things that I saw. Not a bad fight. Congratulations.